Today, we're going to talk about how to construct the perfect practice session. Let's be honest, it's become harder than ever to impress girls with guitar, and guys for that matter. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to maximize your practice time to reach level 69 fast. Scales, chords, the C word or counterpoint, riffs, and leads is what you need to become a guitar god like Lil Wayne. Randy Rhoads. Full tabs, backing tracks, guitar profile, and MIDI files will be below at my Patreon page in the description. It's time to sell your soul to the dark side. Can't you see I'm so evil? Now, my practice strategy is all about making music. I often try to combine music theory and technique into one super exercise to yield maximum musical benefit. With that in mind, a good place to start for warm-up is to play a scale. I've chosen the B Dorian Sharp 4 scale, which is the fourth mode of the F Sharp Harmonic Minor scale. It's just like the Dorian mode, but with a sharp fourth degree. The notes are B, C sharp, D, E sharp, F sharp, G sharp, and A before going back to B. Now, the fastest way to add musicality to your scales is by using pedal tones. A pedal tone is a repeated note, usually in the bass, that provides a contextual reference point or tonic center. By pedaling the root, the B Dorian Sharp 4 scale suddenly springs to life with character. It's almost like a piece of music now. Here's the full shape if you want to learn it across the fretboard. After warming up with scales, I like to practice chords. For example, here's a chord progression that represents the B Dorian Sharp 4 sound. I feel like you could write a number 666 Spotify hit with these chords. The chords are B minor and C sharp major, or minor 1 to major 2 is the Roman numeral formula. It's like the kind of sound you'd hear in a scary movie or maybe a progressive rock band. By the way, the program I'm using for tabs in this video is Guitar Pro. A lot of people ask me that, so I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to make your own practice tabs. I like practicing the C word, counterpoint, because it gives you better control when it comes to crafting musical lines. But what is counterpoint? Well, I like to think of it as the science of how musical voices move. For example, here's some two-voice counterpoint using the B Dorian Sharp 4 scale. For aspiring riff lords who want to sound like James Hetfield or Tony Iommi, I believe this is the secret to unlocking that perfect riff. You can learn more about counterpoint in my C word lesson below. Making riffs is a great way to practice your rhythm guitar playing. I've written a short series of riffs using the B Dorian Sharp 4 scale to demonstrate. This way you're sharpening your composition skills while simultaneously working on your rhythm chops. I'm targeting intervals like the sharp 4 and major 6 to bring out the character of the Dorian sharp 4 scale. There's also a section in the middle where I use the regular E Dorian mode for contrast. Once upon a time, lead guitar ruled the earth. People who could shred made millions of dollars and got all the babes. Sadly, those times have changed. Now I cry myself to sleep every night. I practice lead guitar by pairing a compositional device with a technique. For example, what would happen if you practice sweep picking the primary chords of the A harmonic minor scale? The primary chords in A harmonic minor are A minor, D minor, and E. Outlining these chords in a short exercise creates a little piece of music you could incorporate into a song later. Also, if anyone hears you practicing, it's like they're getting a little mini concert instead of being exposed to sonic torture. And you can learn more about the different types of minor scales by checking out my music theory course below. It's the best way to reach level 666. In this next exercise, I'm going for maximum efficiency by using multiple techniques and compositional devices at once. I'm channeling my inner Tosin Abasi with selective picking and hybrid picking. There's multiple scales to check out in this sequence, starting with E Phrygian. Then moving to E Mixolydian flat 6. Using exotic scales in your licks is the best way to learn these scales, I've found. This way you attach musical significance to the notes as opposed to just trying to memorize a shape or pattern. To round off the topic of technique, I've written a short etude utilizing finger tapping, alternate picking, and the Hirajoshi scale. Now, for the overachievers out there, classical guitar is a great thing to practice. It's a perfect way to work on everything all at once. I'll use Bach's brilliant fugue BWV 1000 to demonstrate. I have so much respect for guys like Rick Graham and Randy Rhoads who played both classical and electric guitar at a high level. It demands so much concentration and focus to sustain the notes and maintain clarity with each line. You'll notice both your right and left hands become crazy strong by practicing classical guitar. By the way, you can score the tabs for my classical guitar package in the description below. Over 20 pieces to get you pumping nylon in no time. Jazz guitar is great for those wanting to expand their chord vocabulary and improvising skills. The best place to start with jazz guitar is by learning a few standards. I've chosen the classic Autumn Leaves. It contains all the basic 7th chord shapes you need to play jazz. If you want to take things to the next level, try adding a bass line to impress Davey 504. Full tabs, backing tracks, Guitar Pro, and MIDI files in the description below. It's time to become more than just a guitar player. Be a composer too. A composer, perhaps? Now let me know in the comments, how do you practice guitar? What do you want to get better at? Do you even care? Until next time, stay evil, my friends.